Okay, so I'm Ralph, most of you know me, FloorBot Challenge. So finally, hopefully we'll attempt to succeed at the FloorBot Challenge after many years of attempting. So my robot is parked there. Just before the meeting I was mapping, so I got sort of down that corridor and a little bit in the front. So those of you familiar with ROS will recognize the robot. In the map back here, it's kind of hard to see.
Where's your robot?
It's back here, it's down the corridor there. And you'll notice in the map I've got these waypoints labeled. So I'm going to click on the waypoint and the robot hopefully will drive to waypoint alpha.
Oh, drive where? To the phone?
Through you.
Oh, this?
Through you.
Very fine.
So you see it's made out of a plan, and now the robot is heading this way.
Wow.
So quiet, I didn't notice it.
Looks like it's dislocated.
I maybe didn't localize it properly to start with. It's confused as to how far down the corridor it wants. Let's give it a bit of a hint. Now it's better.
Reached goal waypoint alpha.
So to do that, to make it quick, we have to go to the point and back. So I'll just go the home waypoint is back by the door, and we can do that. Robot, go home.
Starting towards waypoint home. Reached goal waypoint home.
Just for good laughs, I'll send it back to its. And I started from back here too. So I can actually click on the waypoint sometimes.
Starting towards waypoint delta.
Or use the phone to speak to it. All right, thank you. That's
Hey, Ralph, do you know anything about the Move Base hackathon coming up?
no. I'll have to find out about that.
Oh, okay.
All right, get out of here and let the camp over go. Thanks.
All right, that was pretty rad.
Yeah.
Ah, good. Ross. All right, yes, I can talk loud. Okay, this is FloorBot Challenge, and I'm afraid I'm challenged on it, but I shall attempt a ROS map, and then I'll just navigate, and you can see it. It's like Ralph's, but I'm not as cool as Ralph. Mine's not really home brewed. I'm using the Nito bot vac. Let me show it to you. It's right here. And I've got a Raspberry Pi inside. And it talks to the robot for a micro USB port. There's an API there that allows you to drive the wheels, read the encoder, read the LiDAR scans. The LiDAR scans is the really great thing there. The LiDAR spins at 5 hertz, takes 360 readings per revolution. It's a two-dimensional LiDAR. It gives you like a bird's eye view from 4 inches high, and that's what we create the map with. So I'll go back to my cheat sheet here. And, pardon? Question? Smart Aleck comment?
Bird's eye view.
Yeah. You got that. Yeah. A low-flying bird. Okay, so I'm launching the base routine. Here, Mike Ferguson, stand up. Author of the NITO package. Stand up, Mike. He's written a driver that takes our commands and puts them in a variable space, and then a ROS wrapper, which takes that and puts those into things that are ROS that specifically allow you to do mapping and navigation, okay, and visualization and all this cool stuff. So I'm running that base program now, which Ralph Gnock, I pronounced the G out of respect. Stand up, Ralph. You've seen him just demonstrate his homebrew using the NITO LiDAR also. He's updated this to the BotVac package, and it takes advantage of launch files that launch the ROS packages in parallel, so it makes it easier and it's more better. He's got the, help me out here, universal robot description format, something, so that you've got the model of the BotVac on here and stuff. So I've got the base running here, and so let's get the on our workstation, let's get RViz running. That's ROS Visualizer, Robot Operating System Visualizer. Next thing I'm going to load in something called Teleop Twist that allows me to drive the robot around. Ooh, why is that not getting me? Oh, because I'm, oh, something's not right. Timing or something. Let's see what's going on here. No time for troubleshooting, bear with me. Let's look at the .bash RC. If you've used ROS, you're familiar with this. Bear with me. And so I've got, this should be working. Okay, so let's try one more time. Still not right. Let's see if my Teleop Twist changes things. The Teleop Twist is the program that you use to drive the robot around. I use the keyboard. You could use this with a joystick and drive it with a joystick also. Let's see. But you know, since the thing is getting the map on the screen, I like to drive it around with the keyboard because the last thing you need is another thing to carry around. Now I've attached myself to this screen here. Let me just, there it goes. Okay, the robot's moving. Let's see here. But it's not creating a map, so this is not going to be very exciting. I'm going to go ahead and detach here. Oh, that didn't go well. Okay. And, okay. So this is not working well at all, but I'm going to give it one more shot, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to move the show along. But ideally, you drive it around and you'd make that map, and then you save the map and you can navigate within the known space there. So here's my mapping. Let's see here. Let's try it one more time here. Did you kill this? Let's resync those times. It's usually a timing. Kill this. So it's time. And launch the base one more time. Help me. And I'm going to launch the Do it here. And I am still not getting the mapping that I need. So I shall step aside and we shall go on with the show. How about that? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cam.
Are there any more FloorBots? By the way, this FloorBot challenge is really the thing where the table bot's fun. It's fun to drive and get started. But when you can actually navigate, reliably get from one place to back in an unstructured environment, that's another animal altogether. So we're there, needs more work, right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Cam. Yeah, when you get a robot driving around on the floor, that opens up a lot of possibilities. You could have the robot like go to your fridge and get something for you and bring it back to you while you're working on making the robot go to the fridge and get something and bring it back to you. So no more FloorBot. Anybody? Floor. Okay. Anybody with an arm bot? Yes, one. Anybody else? Okay, come on down. Come on down. Tell us your name and what your robot is and what it does. And what microprocessor are you using, if any?
Let me get this set up here first.
Solid logic gates. Oh, I see a microprocessor. But maybe that's just for show.
No, it's supposed to function. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know. This is the first time it's ever tried to travel. You know how travel goes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have an Arduino here. One of the things I found is really neat to have, instead of bringing your whole computer along, is bring a roll of a battery pack with a USB port on it, plug it into your Arduino and fire it up. So that's kind of convenient.
I will fix the camera.
Okay.
What do you mean fix the camera? What's wrong with it? He's got nice feet.
Okay, this could be done. I could fully battery power it, but I'm not liking to run down batteries and do this sort of thing. Okay. Now, give me a little history behind the microphone. I have a fellow that I bought a number of things from at the electronic flea market, which lately been during this last summer was near Fry's on the second Saturday of the month. There's some awfully neat stuff there. Anyway, I walked up to this guy that I bought some CNC stuff from before, parts and pieces, and I see this thing here that's made of, looks like stainless steel. It has 3 stepper motors on it. And I go, what is that? And he said, I have no idea. I said, what do you think it's worth? He said, $20. I don't know, anybody got an estimate of what that cost somebody at one time? Several $1,000s probably, right? Especially machined for it. So what does it do? Well, it has several degrees of freedom. One is that. And it goes then forward and backwards. You can't see that very well. And then down here, there's back and forth here. So we actually have X and Y, although it has a radius and it does the X. And I guess the same thing with the Y, but you can take that out with a program. Now, the thing that's interesting, it has an extremely sharp needle. No hole in it, just a solid needle like a hat pin. And these, I think, are probably insulated arms. So one of the questions tonight is, and I believe the needle is insulated from the arm so that you could possibly put a lead onto it. The only thing I've been able to figure out is maybe it was used to have a test circuit and you could run around looking at test points programmatically. But if anybody's got an idea of what this thing is for, I think it's kind of a curiosity. Well, I couldn't resist the temptation with 3 stepper motors to try to do something with it. So let's see if we can make it actually perform. I've run into some pretty squirrely things. These are 3 commercial stepper motor drivers. They use optical isolators that staying on and not ready to turn it on. Don't get carried away. Any case, so I'm having a little trouble getting the optical isolators to cooperate with me and the Arduino, but we'll work that as time goes along. So theoretically, at least hopefully going to attempt to do phase 1, which means turning on the Arduino. Okay, so the Arduino is up and running. And then if we don't blow up here, that's interesting. That shows you what happens when it travels. Let's just see if we read. No, something is shaken loose. So does that qualify for a wave or not?
Oh, yeah.
It is wavy, right? It was. I had it.
Moving.
Yeah, it's probably because a wire is shook loose or something, but it was going like this. So.
Yes.
In any case, for those of you who haven't made it to the flea market, it starts up again in March. Get there early, and 5 o'clock is not terribly early. But you find things like this there, and really good prices on them too. So, in any case, my hope is to get this going into 3 axis and do something useful with it, besides waving the flag. It's kind of nice. And see if we can come up with something that's more meaningful. So the name of this thing, I finally came up with one a while ago. It's the letters I, the letter A, the letter M, Army. I am Army. What's that?
Cool.
With a moving needle, maybe you could program it to do tattoos.
Well, one thing that I think I can't resist the temptation to do, are you familiar with what Marie Antoinette wrote on when she was in the dungeon? No history buffs here. She took some sort of something and used a pen to write a message and got it out somewhere out of the prison. I think they still have that, as a matter of fact. So I thought it'd be kind of neat to use this thing to take a piece of some paper, say, and write a message using the pen. How would that be?
That sounds pretty cool.
Pick it up now.
Okay.
A place to pick it up is all. It's kind of fun.
Anybody else have an Armbot? No? Oh, okay. You had your hand raised back there. Do you want to?
Not for the arm robot, but you need to make an announcement.
Sure. An announcement. And then after the announcement, we'll go back and do the Amazing Line Bot Challenge. Do you want to come up here?
Yeah,
Or-
so it's an announcement on the FLL tournament.
Oh, cool.
It's on 11th November, Sunday, and they need volunteers to judge. So this is Cupertino High School, and my daughter is in the tournament for FLL. So the teacher has asked me to, if I can announce here, they really need judges, and there are 32 FLL teams getting hosted in Cupertino High School itself. And they need around 18 judges. It's very easy, there's no special skill required, there is, it's kids, so it's just that, like there are 3 types of judges, like robot judges, project, and core value. So in the robot, it's like for design and function, it just concentrates on how they did that. And in the project one, the team is going to have a short presentation and just asking questions on that. And the core value is, it's about the asking questions and present a challenge to the team. So you don't need to be like a robotic person or any special skills required. It's just you need to be speaking English.
When is this?
That's what it says. And it's
When?
on November 11th.
November 11th?
Sunday.
Be sure to post it on the mailing list.
But there are, I think, 40 FLL tournaments within November and early December. So,
Cool.
It's in November, yeah.
So
if you need any, I have.
you have a
I don't know
sign-up
if you
sheet?
can see that, but that's the
Charles,
teacher,
on-
Charles_Williams at FUHSD. This is Fremont Union High School District.org. So he's the teacher. If you can volunteer, please send him an email, or you can contact me during break, and I can take a photo of this. I don't have a presentation like on the screen, so.
All right, so find her and get a picture of the form.
Yeah.
And FLL.
That has all the information.
Okay, cool. The form has all the information, and FLL stands for First Lego League. I've been a judge at a first competition. I can vouch for you don't really need to know ahead of time how to build a robot or something. A lot of people are worried about that. You don't need to know how to build a robot. There will be very clear instructions like did a ball make it into a basket or not, and then you can just judge that. So don't worry if you don't have any technical skills. A lot of people worry about that.
Yeah, and also the interview is just 15 minutes, and you'll have like there will be 3 judges per team, and it's 16 interviews. Oh, by the way, if you send an email to Mr. Charles, please mention that it's you're an HBRC member and you are from there. You are sending it, so that we know.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, I think it is now time to go to the back. The camera, oh wow, that's cool. The camera isn't going to point back there, I don't think, so we're all just going to have to get up and go back there. Thank you.